Hi all. I don't usually make videos, and I thought I just wanted to share a little bit about masculinity and ME. Um, Yesterday, something interesting happened that made me think a little bit about kind of where I'm at in terms of that and my own feelings in a good way. I was sat at the end of the track waiting for my son or daughter from the school bus at the end of the day, and a guy turned up on a quad bike, and it was my old kind of best friend from when I was about 9 or 10, 11, before I became ill as a child. So I became ill when I was 10 or 11 and recovered when I was 17, and then became ill again when I was 36. Um, and this friend, we used to hang out a lot together, but he was also a farmer's son like me, and his dad's farm's about 3 miles, probably less than that, 3 fields up from our farm, and he came on his quad bike with his two dogs, looking for a lost sheep, um, and we just stood talking for about 5-10 minutes at the end of the track, and I hadn't seen him since I was about maybe 20, I think was the last time I saw him. Maybe 20, 25, I think I probably saw him on occasion. And we spoke, and I talked about my ME, and I just noticed how different we were in the sense that I'd spent sort of 17 years doing jobs that were social work and office type jobs, and studying, and he's been a farmer since he was young, and his face was weathered and his hands were rough, and he looked like a proper man. um, my hands are very soft and and not very worn, and that didn't bother me, and I was kind of quite struck by his compassion and asking how I was doing, and he'd heard that I was ill, and he was great to talk to, and we talked about my kids, and he's got very young children, and I think for the first time in my life possibly, I didn't feel inferior in any way or feel that I was less of a man because I was a weak man physically, and and that was brilliant, and it's taken me a long time to kind of get to this point, because even as a well recovered from ME adult male, I still could never really get fully fit and struggled with the sense that I wasn't doing a physical job growing up on a farm, and I went into social work. Um, so I just want to say it's a long journey sometimes, kind of coming to peace with the fact that you don't have the strength or the energy or the physicality that other people do, but it doesn't, um, it's not a detriment to who you are as a person and who you are as a man and to your masculinity. Um, so I hope some of these thoughts have helped today, and I just want to share, just be yourself, and feel okay in your body and where you're at, and in some ways that's a really positive thing in itself.